There's some really creepy things that you personally should never do. There's numbers that look normal, but you should never call. And there's words that are very popular, but you should immediately stop saying them. Let's uncover the meaning behind these things that you should never do. OMG, I love your videos. I hope you get unbanned. Girl, spill the tea. How did you get banned, 𝘀𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗰𝗿𝗶? If you want to know how I got banned, check out my live stream, and this word was very popular, and even I used to say it all the time with my friends. I would have never expected it to have a creepy meaning behind it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard the word slay before. People who use this word usually say slay bestie or slay queen, but they should probably stop saying that. So slay is actually a bad word. Once you say slay, it makes the demon Satan happy. When you put slay on translate on Google, it says in Tagalog, 𝘂𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Here's proof. You see it says 𝘂𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Don't say slay because you're making the demon or Satan happy.
Let's talk about slay. So the word slay is not a good word, it's a bad word. The word slay is to kill someone in a violent way. For example, if you say slay queen, you said kill a queen. Not to mention, but when you say slay, you make the demon happy. Stay safe, guys.
If you guys are saying slay as a joke, sorry to God because you're making God sad or upset. Don't ever say it. When you say slay, you basically are saying kill. So when you're calling your friend slay bestie, you're actually saying kill bestie. Now that I think about it, I think I just said slay bestie to one of my friends recently. LOL? Sorry, friend, if you're watching this. If you were on TikTok during 2022 or 2023, then you probably know about the pink sauce girl. The pink sauce girl made her own sauce where it basically made any food tastier or even healthier, and her sauce went super viral. And she got a bunch of sales from TikTokers. Everybody loved her pink sauce at some point, and it became a trend to try it. It can still be considered a trend because her pink sauces are currently up in stores, but I recommend you not to do that trend. The pink sauce trend is a trend where you eat food with pink sauce. It started in June that year. It got very popular, so it became a trend, but little do they know that the pink sauce can actually kill you. The creator of the sauce was Chef 𝘀𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃. She had Instagram where she posted her dishes and positive quotes. It was going really well until June 11th when she posted her first pink sauce video. Then she started posting more pink sauce videos that went popular. So other people started to eat the pink sauce too. But the ingredients of the sauce were unknown, so that is the fact why it was dangerous. Since that day, she kept posting videos of herself eating the pink sauce. People kept asking what were the ingredients, but they hadn't got the answer they needed. Someone commented, "No, you kind of literally have to tell us how you made it pink, lol." And Chef P responded with, "I don't have to do anything. Of course my package will have nutrition facts. I honestly don't understand nutrition facts." What the heck? She also said that the ingredients of the sauce are healthy, but didn't even say the taste of it. But she showed videos of people trying it, and one of them said that it is sweet, spicy, and savory. I don't understand the taste by what they mean. But anyways, I don't recommend you to try that sauce as the ingredients might not be healthy. At the time, she didn't want anybody to know her ingredients to her sauce because she thought if people knew the ingredients, then they could easily make her pink sauce at home or whatever, and she was trying to seriously make a business out of her pink sauce. But it's very dangerous if you sell a food product and don't put the ingredients on the product because some people have food allergies and something in your product could make them sick. TikTokers bought her product, ate it, got sick, and sued her. There was a bunch of problems with her product which made it discontinued, but after a couple of months she was able to partner with a food company, and they made her pink sauce healthy and actually put the ingredients on the label, which is why her pink sauce is now available in a lot of stores. As a kid, I remember calling random numbers like 666 or 999 or 1000. I did that because I was simply bored, but there's this number that you should actually never call. Those numbers that I just mentioned obviously don't pick up when you call them, but apparently 090 actually picks up. Yeah, I'm not going to be testing that out. In Mexico, there's a number that you're not supposed to call, 090. It used to be a police emergency line, but now people say that it's cursed. Legend says that if you call this number, you will hear a police officer speaking backwards or speaking in some type of weird language. Some people say it's a warning and others think it's a ritual. They say that if you stay on your phone for too long trying to call this number, your phone supposedly gets possessed. Some say it starts acting alive, like if it had a mind of its own, unlocking and locking itself, going from app to app. Sometimes even calling people. I personally have not called this number simply because the fact that it was a real number kind of creeps me out. So I'm a little iffy about this one. However, I might consider calling it today. If you call the number, they say that it automatically sends you to a Telmex voicemail or that it sends you a message that is out of service. But I've heard some people actually call the number and describe some scary stuff. Okay, so I guess you can only call this number if you're in Mexico. That's so creepy, though. Like, imagine hearing the police speaking backwards to you. I would have hung up immediately. I wonder how this number was a police emergency line and then it went out of service. So we all know about Peppa Pig and her amazing pig family. But did you know that there was a lost episode of Peppa Pig? This lost episode was super bad and was not appropriate for kids to see. Let's take a look at it. I'm sorry, but that picture of Peppa Pig looks so fake. Looks like maybe a 7-year-old was bored and decided to draw that on Peppa, but let's see. So, some people grow up watching Peppa Pig, but there was a lost episode of Peppa Pig that got banned in every country. The episode name, I'll show you the video. Warning, please scroll if this is scary or might give you nightmares. I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mommy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig, Peppa Pig. Oh my god, girl, be so for real. That is so clearly edited. I could actually make that in like 5 minutes if I really wanted to. So you can see the couch is on fire and they are just dancing like nothing happened, and George's eyes are just bleeding, and then the whole house catches on fire. Well, that's all. Bye. So, that was so clearly fake, but I don't recommend searching up Lost Peppa Pig episode on Google. There's some scary images and videos of it. In many of my app videos, I usually tell you guys to never download apps that are not popular, because usually unpopular apps have viruses in them which can damage your device. This guy downloaded an unpopular app, and this was his experience. It's kind of interesting. This is why you should never download random apps. One day I downloaded this app on my phone. I'm sure you've all seen the weird side of the internet. Well, this was the weird side of the App Store. Some of the downloadables looked highly illegal. The one that I downloaded seemed relatively harmless, though. It was an app called FOMO that automatically photoshops people into different pictures together with the same background to make it look like they were both in the same place. So I snapped a quick selfie of myself, then uploaded a picture of my housemate, and patiently waited for the app to process my quick and easy Photoshop. But it wasn't me standing next to my housemate in the photo. It was a tall, ghastly, pale woman with a crooked smile staring at him from behind. I then heard my housemate scream from the other room, and I haven't seen him since. That must have been a very strange and weird experience for him. It's kind of like the app predicted what would happen to his housemate. Hope his housemate is okay. The last thing that you should never do is something at night. I feel like nobody would ever do this anyway. It's kind of random. Don't try to whistle at 3 a.m. because that means you're calling demons and someone is watching you when you're sleeping and holding your shoulders. And he will call your name many times. That will start at 12 a.m. Stay safe out there. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I don't think anybody should whistle at night. It just doesn't sound like the right thing to do. But if you made it this far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down potato to confuse others.